You're now tuned into the Detailed Did It podcast. Come catch a favor.
It's the Detailed Did It podcast. Chilling with Ant. We here this evening, chilling. Coming live to y'all from South Crown Barbershop, 1010, Suite 118.
Southtown, San Antonio.
Yes, sir. Where you get the freshest cuts, the freshest dudes for the ladies, guys, whatever you want. Microblading, fresh cuts, fades. You call it shaves, all that good stuff. We got you.
Look us up on Style Seed. You want to get a cut, you want a book. We got a bunch of talented artists.
Yeah, or even better, go to southcrownbarbers.com. And there you can just see a list of all our services and all the barbers and stylists here that will be ready to assist you. Just book the appointment, get in, get out, and while you wait, have a little drink. But other than that, it's Motivation Monday, and we just vibing today, man. What's the word, baby?
All right, so before we get into all the motivating things, this dude walks in the Waffle House and shoots up the Waffle House butt naked.
Okay, I just heard about this story. So, Waffle House shooting. Dude goes in there. What I heard was he went in there with a trench coat on or something like that, unloaded, and then like some guy tried to wrestle him down or whatever, and then in that he slips out. He's butt naked, takes off, and they can no longer find this guy.
Yeah. So he worked on a railroad, I think is what he worked. He worked on a railroad, or maybe it's construction. He lost his job. He got a new job. He didn't show up for work. The same day, he's at a Waffle House. He's got an AR-15.
AR-15 at a Waffle House. Looks butt naked.
Sits in the car, butt naked. AR-15. Gets out of the car, shoots two people, kills them. Goes inside the Waffle House, shoots up the Waffle House, injures a bunch of people, kills two more people inside the Waffle House, and the guy tackles this man while I guess he's trying to reload a clip. I don't know, but he said the guy said there was a moment, a pause in the shooting, so that prompted him to tackle him, and he tackled him. He took the gun and threw the gun over the side of the bar or the kitchen or whatever, and the guy got up and ran, butt ass naked.
Butt naked. Yeah, I'm looking at it right here. It says hero stops maniac with assault rifle at Waffle House, but gunman who killed 4 still on the loose.
How do you not know where the fuck a butt naked ass man's walking around at? Like that's what I don't get.
Like nobody saw that guy?
You don't know where where he's butt ass naked. They said he could have found a pair of pants.
He could.
Yeah, the article was wild.
Where? Where?
I don't know. They were saying that the article's ridiculous, man. Like they said that he even he got away, managed to get to his house, possibly put a pair of pants on. They said they've seen, reports of a man in the woods, shirtless. I don't know, man.
He's 29 years old. So Shaw, 29. They say Shaw, 29, who was eating an early morning.
What's his full name?
Well, I'm reading here Shaw. I don't know if this is the guy, the victim, or the guy that helped wrestle him down. He arrested
the guy that wrestled him down. He even said it. He was like, "I'm not trying to be no hero." He said that was a selfish act for myself.
Right,
bro. He said, "I am not trying to be a hero."
Well, that's who he needs to focus on, because he was a hero. At the end of the day, man. I mean, it takes guts to try to do some shit like that. Like,
fuck, is he Batman or something? Not trying to be a hero.
Oh man, I'm just saying that he was a guy
from himself.
He was Akeem from Coming to America.
Oh shit!
Who the
fuck is this asshole? Yo, and then Arsenio hit him with that freeze rhinoceros pizzle or whatever he said.
He's gonna be. I will be forced to thrash you.
Yeah. The nerve to unscrew the stick off a mop. Oh man. Yeah, man, that's pretty much to make, we're totally clowning something. 4 people died today.
4 people died. That's terrible, man.
That's the terrible part about all this, but it's just crazy how things are going. Like, they're gonna tell you that, we need, better gun control, or someone's gonna donate $1 million again to the NRA. This is oh man, I don't like saying stuff, but it's got to be something behind this all. You know what I mean? At some point.
Well, yeah. I mean,
there's got to be a clear hidden agenda, because this stuff is just it's all too common. I think our first episode we talked about terrorists, American terrorists. And
again, there's just another clear example of someone not in their right mind or whatever is able to get that particular type of weapon and go off and kill some innocent people for no reason. And in this guy's case, he got away with it. Well, for now.
Yeah.
Like,
he's on the loose.
It's just sad, and I think, again, like, what else is it going to take? How many more people have to die? You know what I'm saying? Like, senselessly, for no reason.
It's not even about, I don't even think they care about the deaths, man. All right, so last time they shot somebody, it was a mass shooting, there was many donations to the NRA.
Yeah.
Many. You're not donating to the NRA? They shoot up a school, you gonna throw $50,000 in the NRA?
It just shows how much power they have too, man. People ain't trying to get rid of their weapons, not for nothing. I it's Monday, man. This shit is too gloomy. I don't want to talk about that shit no more, man. Like, I just, my prayers and my vibrations of of love go to those families. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, at the end of the day, like, what's it gonna take? It's like, it's not gonna take nothing. Like, the more we get upset about it, the more it happens, and it's just like more and more and more and more people dying senselessly behind these weapons of mass destruction. These weapons are just they're killing machines for people.
Right.
They're people killing machines, and I have nothing against guns and shit like that, but I just have something against the easy access of it from people that have no business carrying any kind of gun. They shouldn't even have a bow and arrow, nothing. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just sad that it just keeps happening and just keeps happening and it just keeps happening and just keeps happening and just keeps happening.
Bow and arrows take a lot of effort. That's a lot of work.
All right, man.
You've seen Jon Snow. That's work.
I mean, this is a good segue into Trump, because, again, Trump was saying, to me, Trump is like the poster child for doing the most ignorant, crazy shit on the planet.
Yeah.
Like, he gives them power. Like,
he totally sets the standard.
If they can do it, if he can do this type of stuff and get away with it, and no one's holding him accountable, he's got the highest office on the planet, or at least in this country, in this nation, and what he does with it, he disrespects it. Like, there's no honor, and he's just, I don't know. To me, people, those small pockets of people that are fucking ignorant and doing all this dumb shit, they look at him like, hell yeah.
Right.
Like
the whole Russia,
Mr.
collusion.
Reed, what's up, Kenneth?
The whole Russia collusion situation. It doesn't matter what they're gonna get or find out, or what kind of dirt they're gonna dig up, because they always find out cool cute little facts every day. It's not gonna change anything, man. They're gonna be able to do what the hell they want to do, and it's all about the money. And if you ain't got the money, man, they're not listening to you. And there's a lot of people that support him and his whole movement, and they don't got a fraction of what in the bank account, what he has, or what he can amass. And he's just he's using you, like he's using, like they're using all of us.
To me, I think Putin over there, he got something on. He definitely has something on Trump, man, because for Trump to attack everybody right here in the country that's doing something, such as your Kaepernicks or whoever, just random people, but a leader of the other country talking hella shit, you don't say nothing. Like, he finally said something on this last deal, but like, how far did that go? Like, how much did that give us?
He's got I don't know. He's got such a smug gangster look about him.
Who?
Putin. Scary looking.
All right, well, all right, let's get on to this J. Cole.
He's not gonna hack
man.
my shit. No, I'm not talking about it. He's not gonna hack my shit.
Let's get on to something better, man. You heard this J. Cole yet?
Yeah. I like it.
This
I like
J.
it a lot.
Cole is the truth, man.
He broke a record today, actually.
Today, what's the record?
Let's see. This guy broke a record. I saw this earlier.
Like he broke Drake streams.
Yeah.
That?
He broke Drake's record for the iTunes. Hold on, let me get it right. I'm over here mumbling it out. Billboard magazine post, J. Cole breaks Drake's 24-hour streaming record with Apple Music with the KOD album, nearly double its Spotify streams.
Really?
64.5 million streams in 24 hours.
Good job, J. Cole.
I think everybody heard that. Yeah, man.
That's dope, man. Like, yeah, I'm feeling it, man. I mean, he's like one of the real ones left.
I just think that, the record, him breaking the record is cool, and everything, but, I mean...
What do you think J. Cole's missing is like? It's just like, to me, like, what's your opinion on J. Cole? Because, like, to me, he's like he's top 5.
Yeah, he might
for
be.
his generation. To me, he's kind of like, for his generation.
For the situation right now, yeah, he's top 5. For sure.
To me.
For sure.
As far, in my top 5, in my opinion, I gear off of like everything, content, consciousness. Like you saying something, there's a message in there. You know how to make great music.
Right.
You kind of hit all the, you have a good balance.
Right.
Of topics, and and he's just, to me, he's real. He's authentic. He don't sound like somebody else. Like I can't really compare J. Cole to somebody that's not already like older. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, nobody in this generation to me is like a Cole. He's in his own lane. Kendrick is in his own lane. Drake is in his own lane. Chance is in his own lane. So.
And they're probably all of the top 5 rappers. You just probably hit them all. I mean, there's probably a couple that we might be missing, or we could easily mention or add.
But I just like the. Who? Hey, what up? Yeah, so we got J. Cole shit. What's your favorite song on that joint?
I like ATM a lot. I played it out already.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know the
times.
names of the song.
I like ATM.
I like that one he's talking about. What was it? It's track number 4. I know that.
The Photograph?
No. Let me see. Can you pull up his album?
Yeah, let me see.
All I know is it's just Cut Off or something like that. Like.
Yeah, The Cutoff.
Yeah,
that's what it's called.
Yeah, that joint right there.
The Cutoff is good. The end part of it, the intro, the fall off at the end where he's talking about he's lightly, talking about all the young rappers. I think it's dope, but you can't rap like the young rappers throughout the whole album, and then, at the end diss them. I don't know.
What up, Wesley?
It's a lot of good messages, though.
We got Big West out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we just dropped that last one, man. It's a good look, man. Check it out. Make sure you share it with everybody.
We still want a repo story.
Yeah.
I still need a repo story.
He's not going to give us a repo story.
Man, we'll get one on the low. We'll get one off the record, man. I just need to know. I feel it on my end. Like, how is it on his end,
Yeah, I could definitely tell you some good repo stories. I got 2 of them. I'm not ashamed of it.
I mean, somebody came to get you, whether it was furniture, rims, a car.
Nah, back
house.
when I was thugging and drugging, yeah, I had a couple cars repoed. I had they tried to get my TV from Rent-A-Center, but I was slick on them. But them boys is at my door like every day, man. One time I got a bad habit of leaving doors open. My wife would tell you that. She's like, yo, you didn't close the door all the way, right? I don't know what that is. I don't know what complex I have without just like closing doors. Like I'll close them and I want you to naturally close. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't always happen. So she yelled at me the other night because the door, it's like middle of the night and the door just swings open. She's like, and the dog's barking. And I'm just like,
you left the door open.
But what was I going with that?
The repo man walked in your house, didn't he?
So no, he didn't walk in my house. So I'm chilling on my couch and they had already been coming like every other day, Rent-A-Center, right? So I'm chilling in the apartment, and I had just got there. I guess maybe they saw me. So I'm like on the 3rd floor.
Right.
So my door is like and I remember when it was closed, when it was like, even when it wasn't closed all the way, it kind of stayed. It wasn't like the wind could blow and open it.
So you let the door crack.
It was still open, so I hear knock, 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 knock. And I'm on the couch like, shit. But then I look at the door, I'm like, oh, snap, because I heard him knock.
And the door moved.
I was like, oh. So I jump up behind the door like, man. So I'm just like listening to him and shit. And they just sitting there looking at all the peephole and stuff. And it's like a big black dude.
Did they walk in?
Nah, they didn't walk in, right? So they like, I heard him like leave, right? So then I kind of like,
quietly
closed that joint, locked it. Then they came back.
They knew you were there at that point. They had
I was there,
yeah,
but I just waited them out, and they left. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I'm telling you, we need somebody.
And then I sold that TV. I moved and I sold that TV.
Should have just gave it back, man. We need a renter center. We don't got a renter center, friends.
Hey, nah, man, I got good credit now, bro. I don't get what I want.
We need repo stories. That's what I want.
Oh.
I need to hear a story.
Hey,
like,
what up? Hey,
I need to hear a story. But yo, seriously,
tell me your repo story. I'll tell you.
I
mine.
told you, man. I was chilling. You know what? I got two. The first one I ever got my car repoed. I was chilling on the phone, hanging out, and I walked outside. You know how you on the phone with people and you have a good conversation.
Right.
You just all over the place, you know. And I just ended up walking outside and walking down the steps and on the phone. Yeah, nigga, yeah. I look around the corner and my shit's already in the air, you know. And the guy's sitting there, and you know, like again, he's a big Mexican dude, 3 times my size. He's like, "Oh, I'm so glad I found you." He's like, "I'm gonna take those keys from you." I gave him the keys, and I'm like, "How much money is it gonna be?" He tells me the price, but he's telling me the price like as if it's not gonna happen, you know. And I'm like, I'm getting my car back, and he's like, you know, well, if you own your car, you can call this number. And anyway, I put the fucking money up. It took me like a whole day to get in contact with the people that had my car. After clearing it, I go out. It's like in the hill country in fucking New Braunfels, and I had somebody drive me out there, and I get there, and the motherfuckers at lunch. I gotta sit outside, and the motherfuckers got a house, Derrick. I knew the game was real when I pulled up, and the motherfucker, it's a house. It's a house. And then next to it, it's like a little shack. And then a fence, a big ass fence. And then like, you can't see over it. But
right.
When he goes and opens his, you know, comes out the little shack, opens the fence, it's, you know, Red McComb's back there. It's fucking cars. It's all the way down the block. Cars. I'm like,
hey,
damn. This is somebody's mom and dad next door running this shit, and you, baby bear, you know, grabbing the cars, holding them. Anyway, they get my car back. All my shit. I was a junkie son of a bitch till I got the new car. They had all my shit on the passenger seat, like in a little pile. Had a little price tag on my car already. Oh, it was good to go. It was good to go. It was good to go. And they was really trying to sell it. I had like a quarter tank of gas, maybe less than that, a flat tire. I wobbled all the way down the hill country.
So when I was going through those problems, they didn't have that. Like, I heard stories now that they got the button. So like, if you ain't made your payment or something like that, they can cut your car off remotely.
Ooh.
So like that's gangster.
I got a box under my Volkswagen, and I look at it every time I wash the car. I look at it and go, I know. But it's like fucking styrofoam. This is a Volkswagen. Ain't shit styrofoam on my Volkswagen. It's like right under the seat, and I'm like, yo, this motherfucker knows where I'm going.
Wesley, you got those
knows
buttons?
where I'm at. Right.
Y'all got those buttons over there?
I think Wesley's grit and grind. He gets the tow truck
right.
out.
He's going to get it.
Goes out there and gets it himself.
All right.
Yeah.
So I think that's all I got on repo. What up? I mean,
yo. Let me tell you on my Sunday.
Oh yeah, how was your Sunday? How was your weekend? This is a 420 weekend, by the way. That passed.
I fucking worked, man. I smoke, but you know, I work.
I guess it's 420 and Black History every day around here.
Yeah, man. I can't really, you know, I can't take the day off. I tried. Shout out to my boss at one of my jobs. I tried, but yo, okay, Sunday, boom, right? I get to see my daughter. I saw my daughter for the first time since like October.
God is good.
God's great, and me and her mom, you know, we talked it out and we hashed out all the little issues and differences, and you know, I think, you know, at least based on the idea, I think we're just older now, and we, you know, we see what's, you know, what the bigger picture was, and who, you know, we're not hurting each other, we're hurting, you know, we're hurting our child. So
right, man, that's heavy.
It was a really good, you know, emotional day. I was already, you know, all, you know.
Yeah.
That's like my only weakness, and I went to work, you know. I went and ate a sandwich, went to work, cloud 9, right? Best fucking day ever, right?
Yeah.
Taking drinks and shit, what up. So, as the day goes on, you know, you know, it's kind of quiet. The Spurs game ended. Shout out to the Spurs, they won.
Go Spurs, go.
Y'all almost got swept. God damn it. Yeah, Spurs game ended. It's quiet, right? I'm chilling. Nobody's really at the bar. A couple people. I got a couple tabs. Nothing's kind of dead. This lady walks up, and naturally, just as a bartender, you know, a lot of my movements are robotic.
Right.
You know, what's up? What can I get you? How you doing?
Right.
Whatever. You know, like I'm not really looking or seeing you until you start talking, or maybe until I ask the question. I look at you and see, you know, who the fuck's in front of me or whatever. And so yeah, so sure enough, I see a lady walk up, and I might have been talking to one of the employees, and I just see a lady. I go over there and, you know, grab the napkin and fling it. You know, what's going on? What can I get you? You know, I look up, and I'm like, hey, you know. She's like, I just want to get a drink. And I'm like, you know, what can I get you? You know, I'm really like, at this point, I'm like, holy shit.
Well, who is it?
What can I get you? She's like, can I get an X-rated mojito? And I'm like, for sure. I said, the only thing you have to do, though, for me, please tell me you're Nia Long. Yes, it was Nia Long. It was Nia fucking Long, bro. Nia motherfucking Long, bro. Nia Long, bro.
Boys in the Hood.
I done made dog.
Wow, yeah, she's a beautiful woman, man. I saw her too at a Spurs game once. And
Did you make a drink for Nia Long?
Yeah.
My guy?
Yeah, you
did. You give her a Southside fade, my guy?
No, but I was sitting in front of her.
Did she ask me for a drink?
Wow, but I didn't talk to her. She didn't ask me for a drink. I just noticed, like, that's Nia Long. You, on the other hand, got to experience her energy.
All right, I downplay everything. Someone could pull up right now and be like, yo, Ant, here's the brand new, you know, here's a Bentley. You've always wanted one. I would take the keys, shake his hand, and go, okay, I just got to figure out how to get the Volkswagen home.
So,
take a nap, eat a sandwich,
whatever. Did she kick it?
Yo, she kicked it. She truly kicked it. She was with her family. She whatever. She came back because the X-rated mojito was too sweet. She got a regular mojito.
Okay. All right.
And then she was like, do I start a tab or what? And I'm like,
you don't.
I was like, no. I go, is Nia Long gonna walk her tab? She's like, of course not. I'm like, I mean, I guess I don't have it. You know, like, I know who you are.
Right.
Like you said, Boys in the Hood.
Right, man. What else? We grew up on Nia Long, man.
What else? Fresh Prince, right?
Yes, everybody started on the Fresh Prince. But
see, okay. What fucked me up is that only the black kids at work were geeking out. You know what I mean? Nobody, who's that? Like, it was like, come on, man, you don't know who that
understand.
Is? Oh, like, come on, man, like you watch Friday, I've seen Friday. Like, how many times have you seen Friday? Like,
right.
It's like you don't know who that is. Like, I don't know.
Right.
Iconic moment for me, man. I served Tim Duncan.
Wow.
Many times. Like,
well, how's that? Serving Tim
Throw
Duncan?
a napkin at him. What's up? You thirsty? You hungry? You know, what are you gonna get? Like, I didn't trip, you know. In my head, being a, basketball
I don't get
fan.
starstruck. I guess there's only a couple of people that I probably would get starstruck. I wasn't starstruck on the maybe I was.
Bro.
Maybe I was. Like, yeah, I was. I'm tripping. I was.
Dude.
I remember saying, like, no, like having this dialogue in my mind, like, that's her. No, that's not her. That's her. No, that's her.
I threw the napkin at her, and then I looked up, and then I froze. I was like, holy shit. I knew who it was, like, immediately. I was like,
but then she had that look in her face, like,
hi, I'm Nia Long, nigga. What? What's up? It's Nia Long, nigga.
You know who this is.
Nigga, it's Nia Long, nigga. No, she didn't do that. Nah, she was,
She was graceful like you thought she would be?
Times a million.
Nice. Isn't she married to like a Spurs player?
Yeah,
or
that's
something?
what it is. She's married to one of the Spurs cats. I don't know if he's a trainer or coach. I don't know what it is. I don't know. He's cool though too. Everybody was cool. The whole family was cool.
Word.
But it was just the whole idea of how, you really never know who you bump into. Especially as a bartender, I bump into all walks of life. You know what I mean? Like,
that's true.
And I don't get moments where I'm bartending at like, the trendy club and there's a VIP section and I might bump into I don't get that. I get the people that are with their families.
Right, everyday
cats bubbling around. They live their, did their day. Obviously, probably were at the game. Then they're coming off the game and doing the family thing. Yeah, because
she could have went to any bartender there. Cause that's you was at D&B's.
Yeah.
So you could have went. She could have went anywhere in that place. Mm-hmm. And she walked up to you.
Yep.
That's dope.
Okay,
that's
so
dope.
even more doper. Okay, so in order to see my daughter, I had to switch that shift. I was gonna work 3 to 10, and me being such an asshole at work, after the Spurs game ended, I would have said, all right, peace, I'm out of here, you know. But instead, I came in at 5, you know, right after the end of the game, and I had to work the whole night. So I was.
That's live.
God's plan.
God's plan. But, you know, I want to go backwards though. Like, so you said you hadn't seen your daughter since October. That's October, November, December, January, February, March, April. 6 months.
Yep.
5 to 6 months.
Yep.
Like, how is that? You know, how was it reuniting with your baby girl, man?
You know, like I can't express the feelings that I guess every father has that, you know, like those feelings. I think the most part was it was just the effort that I had to take. It was so many things I wanted to say, you know, for 6 months. I've been thinking, like, how do I say, you know, how do I talk? How do I extend the olive branch, or hey, let's can we just sweep all of our nonsense to the side, because I don't even remember what we were fighting about anymore.
Right.
You know, like, and I have a bigger issue, and I can't sit around. You know, I think the hardest part is the holidays, when you know, and it's not for me not being able to see her. It's when I go to see my family, and my family doesn't.
Where's she at?
Right. And my family doesn't get to see her.
Right.
And then you know how family is for people that are in, you know, those kind of, you know, relationships where, you know, y'all were together and you're broken up. Your family is on the outside looking in.
Right.
So they only can see so much or understand so much. I
know that feeling, bro.
So you get your family, you know, your family members on both ends. They're chiming in. They're trying to mix up the pot with you. They're in all seriousness, they're being fair, or no, they just want to help, you know.
Right.
And they just want everything to work. Sometimes they overstep their boundaries, you know, or
but you know, and it's for good reason. I know what you mean when they kind of overstep their boundaries, because like I can remember when, say, me and Stacy separated or whatever, like your parents are like, shit, that's my grandchild.
Right.
Like, I don't know about what y'all got going on,
right,
but I want to see my grandchild, and I will do that pretty much almost by any means, even if it kind of like steps over what you got going on, to make sure that my relationship with my grandchild is still intact.
Right.
You know, so that whole dynamic it can be tough.
Yeah, and I think for, you know, on my end, my problem, when I have problems with people, especially if it's someone that I've known for a long time, I just try not to, you know, like, I might, you know, bicker with you back and forth, things might be said, but I'm not gonna cut you off completely, but I might not say nothing to you
either
for months on end. And that's everybody in my family. I cut everybody off, or I just kind of push myself away from, you know, the situation. And that's probably what is the most, I guess, negative thing about it all. And I sat up many times and thought about it.
Well, you know, I cut your hair on a regular basis, and we have these conversations about your daughter, and like I've been weathering the storm with you from afar. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been telling me and you know, confiding in me about the whole shit, and we just been praying about it through all this time. And I'm just glad to see that, you know, things are happening going forward in a positive manner for you, because I think it's so important that fathers get to be fathers to their daughters, man. It's so imperative, man. Like, my relationship with my daughter, I don't know if I don't think I'd be the man that I am without the relationship I have with my daughter. Like, she has made me grow so much. And so knowing that, I know that's how much your daughter's going to help you to grow as a man, because, you know, as a man with the masculine energy we all at, and having women, and, you know, having your mom and all these examples of women are one thing, and they're great things, especially your mother. But it's not until you have a daughter that you really, really, really have to chime into what the hell is going on with a woman, and what a woman is, because you're watching it grow and manifest. And, you know, you have to be there to deal with these issues that come up as your daughter is growing up in this world.
Right.
And you know, because for a while, like, you're in a good place right now. You're in the baby stage.
Yeah.
But when that baby gets a little older and starts, you know, because these kids are very, very much more smarter these days than we were growing up, and they're much more advanced, and they have much more access to much more shit. Like you can't hide stuff from your kids anymore. All they got to do is go on your phone and look it up. So I mean,
True.
I'm just glad to see that you reconnecting with your daughter, because that's gonna do something for you in your life. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but anyway, speaking of kids, what about that walkout?
That was good. I think kids just should do more protesting. I think nobody listens to old people protesting. Like.
Right, like it's just like the same thing.
Nobody cares about old people protesting. You ever see the people on the medical? You ever see people on Babcock protesting in front of the abortion clinic?
No.
Shitty ass old ass moms. I see you dumbass broads. Like, they're the worst. Nobody cares about that shit. They're sitting out there with their whole ass signs. It was raining one day. Them bitches are out there. Like, get the fuck out of here. Nobody cares about old people protesting. So I think that.
Wait, what were they protesting for?
Abortion. It's the abortion clinic right here. Or whatever.
Oh, they were trying to
it's like Planned Parenthood is what it is.
Oh, so they were trying to get rid of it?
Yeah, they're just sitting out front, being little turds. They have nothing else to fucking do. Get a job, do something, read a paper, read a book, watch TV, Ellen, The View, The Talk. Get the fuck out of here. I hate them. I swear I hate them. So I really, 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 really back the kids walking out and protesting, because people pay attention to that shit.
Yeah.
They were showing
and
on the news.
The future.
It was on KSAT, Kins. They were showing the Snapchat hot spots, like, of all the schools across the city, because they're snapping, be out of here. Like,
right,
you know what I mean? And, they're not like, for people that didn't know, they didn't walk out and, like, when they smoked a blunt somewhere, like, these kids went to, like, the flagpole. They went somewhere for a minute and let you guys know this shit's.
Because
it's enough's enough, man, and that's dope.
I believe it's a major change coming, bro.
Yo, the kids.
I think it's a major change, and it's just deeper than that. It's like we're leaving one era or one deal, and we're going into a whole new era. And I believe it's called the Aquarius era, and like major changes are happening. Like things that were like left are completely right now. Like what? You know what I mean? Like everything. Like the kids are stepping up.
Are you getting interplanetarian on me right now?
I'm always interplanetarian, bro. But I'm just saying, like, it's deeper than rap, if you will. You know what I'm saying? It really is.
I agree though. Like things are on a swing right now. Things are.
And I think sometimes before things get better, they get worse. You know what I'm saying? Because if you think of, let's just say, Donald Trump, for example, being our president this day and age, it's like, wow, crazy. We just went from Obama to Trump, And but it's just a reflection. But to me, it's still a good thing, because Trump has really helped wake a lot of us up. Whether you into him or not into him, everybody's paying attention.
Man, I knew this shit. I knew this shit was gonna happen.
And because of that, which has led into all these type of protests that are happening with the kids and all this type of stuff. So it's a big awakening. People are standing up. People are taking all their forums and all their platforms and speaking on it. The Kaepernicks, like everybody for the most part is kind of tapping in, and it's like a new wave.
He got a humanitarian award. I don't know where the article is, man, but Colin Kaepernick, he keeps doing his thing, and
he didn't stop.
I wish people had the I guess the courage, to do what he does. Like I'm gonna be flat honest with everybody in here. I would kneel for the fucking pledge or that national anthem. I would collect my check. I would ball in y'all, and I would keep my check. He's donating all of, what I mean?
Donating that.
Jersey sales, you get, y'all can have it. You know what I mean? I don't want to play for a team. I'm not trying to play for a team. If you call me, I'll come see you guys. You know what I mean? But he's not talking. He's not shouting. He's not crying.
So you don't think he should still play?
Play if he wants to play, but he doesn't.
If you was Colin Kaepernick, what would you do? Would you still play? Like, would you like? All right, because I heard a guy say, like, he should continue his protest, but he should like still play, like, maybe not. I don't know. They were saying he should like play his football, and then like in the off season and after he's off the field, continue his.
I think
deal. Do you think he should just continue in the stride that he's already taken?
I think what it is it's the politics of the NFL. They know that Colin Kaepernick's in shape and ready to play. They know he's always in the gym. They know that he's got a different view on things. And all you got to do is say, hey, you want to play or come see us. They want to do workouts and all this nonsense. You want to talk, oh, you're not going to kneel. What the hell you think? Yeah, he's going to keep kneeling. Like, that's stupid. Like, shame on you for even asking. Like, that's dumb. I think that his calling is bigger than football. At some point, he's gonna be, a bigger voice than that he already is. I salute that man. I wish everybody was like that. I'd be flat out honest, man. I'm not giving y'all any of my millions for throwing a football. My money. All my money.
Yeah, stupid man.
Seriously, man. I'm serious.
So you say you had something else to tell me, though. What did you say?
I told you, man. Nia fucking Long, bro.
No. We're past Nia Long.
That was the best day ever. What?
Yeah, you did have a great day. You got to see your daughter, and then you got to back door and see Nia Long.
Nia Long.
That's God, man.
God's plan.
God.
Straight up, dude. I was already in a stupid, excited mood. Just seeing my daughter and all that was just a weight off my chest,
I ain't gonna front.
I felt so heavy, and after that, I was, floating around. So, floated into Nia Long's presence and didn't even know it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front, dog. When I saw her picture pop up on my feed, and I was like, yeah.
She's official, man. She's official. I want to talk about, whatever we want to talk about, that we were talking about family. What about New Orleans? Like, how did that go?
New Orleans? Oh, you talking about when I went to back home?
Didn't you do some reconnections?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I got to reconnect with my people, man. My biological side of the family, as far as my father's concerned. Mm-hmm. So, I didn't really I didn't know them growing up at all, because, whatever. But, yeah, so long story short, I'm kicking it with my brother Aaron in Houston, with learning how to make a podcast, because he started his. Shout out to talking shit, talking and bullshit podcast that he has, and he just out of nowhere, he's like, "So you going to great grandma's birthday party?" I was like, "Who?" He's like, "Yeah, Grandma Dynamite." I'm like, "Who?"
Whoa, Grandma Dynamite?
Yeah, Great Grandma Dynamite.
That is
that's a hell of a name.
Damn, that's the dopest name ever.
Yeah, White Dynamite.
Grandma Dynamite.
So
don't nobody steal that name. If y'all listen right now, don't even think about stealing that name. None of you bum female rappers, none of that nonsense. Don't nobody try to steal that name.
Shout out to Grandma Dynamite. She's awesome, man.
Bro.
So
Grandma
anyway.
Dynamite.
So yeah, man. So I'm like, wow. So I put it in the back of my mind. I told my brother, I'm like, yeah, I'll go, because I'm all about family, and I'm all about trying to know who I am, and I'm older now, and I'm past the whole mad at my biological dad shit. So I'm just like, I want to get to know that side of the family. So I was like, all right, cool. This is like a couple months ago. So I'm just like, all right, whatever. So time goes past, and it's in the back of my mind. It's this party is in April, at sometime in April.
Right.
So I get my mom calls me last week, and she's like, your great grandma just passed away on our side. And I was like, damn. All right. And I didn't really know her. So I was like torn between to even going, you know what I'm saying? But then I got a phone call from one of the aunts, and they was like, they trying to have all the grandkids be the pallbearers. And I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna go. Like, if you ask me, I'm definitely coming, because I just wasn't connected like that. But I was like, I need to be there just out of respect and on the strength of my mom and my family and all that other good stuff. Plus, they asked for me to come.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, bet. So my wife is like, you gonna go by yourself? I'm like, yeah, I think I need to. I was like, plus I'm gonna drive overnight and blah 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 blah, right? So I'm getting ready to leave on a Friday, and my wife is like, ain't you supposed to be going to Louisiana for your other people, birthday or something like that? I'm like, yeah. I was like, it's sometime this month.
And it's in the same area, or like, how did you swing that?
I'm getting this. So I'm like, all right. I was like, yeah, it's sometime this month. I don't know when. So I'm telling her, I was like, I guess I'm gonna be making a couple trips or whatever. Or actually, when she brought that up, I was like, I probably won't make it now, since I'm going now.
Right.
So I was like, well, let me text my brother, right? So I text him like, hey, when is that birthday party? And he was like, it's this weekend. And I was just like, get the get out of here. I was like, all right.
You had to
damn.
know. You know.
All right,
You know.
I did know.
Align.
But yeah, that's how God works. God's plan. So anyway, yeah, I get there. I'm there for my great grandmother's burial. I do that thing, and we do that whole bit. Like, that was tough. It was tough because I really wasn't hurt behind her passing so much. It just brought up a lot of feelings from my grandfather, her son, who passed.
Right.
Who's tatted on my arm or whatever. So that, because he has a brother that looks just like him, bro.
That's crazy.
I'm talking about his brother.
Everybody in the family has that one person in the distant alternate.
I couldn't even go speak to him because, like, I was cool, bro. I was chilling. I was like being strong, and like I went and viewed her body, and I sat there for like 5-10 minutes, just saying my piece, and just and I was like, cool. We don't have that connection like that, but I know you're here in my presence, and I did all that whole bit, right?
Right.
And then as soon as my grandfather's brother walked in and I looked him in his face, bro, I broke down. I was like, dang. So the whole time during the ceremony, throughout the little festivities afterwards, I wanted to go talk to him, but I couldn't, dog. His posture, the way he stood, his smile, like everything was my grandfather, dog. And I was like, I wasn't trying to do all that right now. I was like, this shit got me choked up too much. So that happened that morning. So later that day, like now, I just got finished burying my great grandmother. Now I'm supposed to go meet this great grandmother I didn't even know existed.
Right.
So
Grandma Dynamite.
Yes. So I don't even know her name. I didn't even know her name at this point.
It doesn't matter, bro.
So
Dynamite.
So,
get out of here. That's the craziest name ever. I swear it is.
So all right. So my mom was like, "Yo, you still gonna go?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't even know where it's at." So I look on the deal, I found out where it's at, and it's like 30 minutes away. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to go to New Orleans. I didn't know where it was at.
Right.
Again, God's plan. This place is 30 minutes away. Like, all right, so my mom's like, you want me to go with you? And I was like, yeah, come with me. You know what I'm saying? So she's like, you want me to ride with you? I was like, nah, because, I was like, I got to get my mind right for this situation, Mom. She's like, respect. So she followed me there or whatever, and as soon as we pull up, we walk into this building, and I see an old lady sitting in the car when we pass, and she's just this old lady just in the back seat chilling, and she's looking at me, and I'm looking at her, and my mom's like, "Who is that?" I was like, "I don't know, but I bet that's her." You know what I'm saying? Like, and hardly nobody was there, so we go inside, and then like everybody's in there scrambling around trying to still prepare everything because so they're getting that stuff done, and then like people start walking up to me like first of all they're looking at me like I'm my dad,
right?
You know what I'm saying? They son, nephew, all that. It's like, nah. So and like I introduced myself, and they start bugging like, oh my God, like, doc, like I said before, I felt like Killmonger coming home. Yeah. But I was welcomed. You know what I mean? Like,
I want the throne.
Yes. It was like, you got the throne. So
that's dope.
But yeah, man, it was
all right, Grandma
crazy
Dynamite
experience. So they finally bring Grandma Dynamite inside. And
how old is Grandma Dynamite?
She turned 90.
Wow.
All right, now Grandma Dynamite is not in a wheelchair. She's not. She ain't got no feeding tubes. She don't need no help.
She's able body, move around.
She's dancing. If you look at my snap, we in that thing.
I saw that.
We in that thing, like
I didn't know that was Grandma Dynamite though.
Yes, bro. So she sits down. We sit down next to each other, right? And Doc, she's just holding my hand, like she's holding me like we go like she raised me or something.
Yeah.
Like we are just intertwined. Like we just couldn't. I didn't want to get up. Like everybody was looking at me like, look at this guy, he's in another world. Cause it was like a lot like these are strangers in a sense. Mm-hmm. And I'm just in here hugged up like we not strangers, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and that's the power of love, you know what I'm saying?
Unconditional love.
Unconditional love. So
that's what that is.
I'm chilling, she chilling. I'm on my snap. She's like, yeah. I'm just like, you are so cool. Like, I'm just at awe, just like looking at her swag. Everybody just.
And the whole time you didn't ask her how did she get this cool name?
No, because it was a lot to process all at once. Like, that's happening, and that's happening. I'm meeting all these cousins and people that saw me when I was a baby and haven't seen me since. And then everybody figured out that they're like, yo, guess what? You're the first grandson. And it was like epiphany that everybody had. You know, it's like, what? For real? And I was like, for real? You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah. But anyway,
Damn,
it was
man.
a solid trip, solid trip, bro.
From Compton to Wakanda. That's lit, man.
So, but Grandma Dynamite lives in Seattle, and I've always wanted to go to Seattle.
Wait. Grandma Diamond lives in Seattle?
Yeah, they went there. They don't live in Louisiana. She lives in Seattle.
Damn.
You know, with my family. Yeah. So.
That's live. Okay.
But yeah, man, they all embraced me. They made me feel so good.
Seattle.
I felt like I could breathe. You know, it's funny when you get around people of your DNA, and you don't even know them, but you see things that you do that they do.
Right.
And it's just wow. So it was very eye-opening. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I got to do that. And I'm glad I was in a place in my mind and my spirit where I was able to really get the most of that. And I was able to experience it with my mom, who, you know, who's always got my back. So, yeah, that was dope. Janine, what up, girl?
So, is it just me? Does everybody have a matriarch of the family with a cool name? For real, like I have an Aunt Shag. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I got an Aunt Plug. Like, come on, like everyone's got a cool name. Like, you know what I mean?
Dynamite.
You know,
I've
like,
never met a Dynamite though.
Dynamite. That's why I said Dynamite beats them all.
That's how old or wise she is. Like, people don't use those words no more.
Yeah,
Like, they say you the bomb now. They don't say, man, that girl Dynamite.
I guess you're right.
So that's
we're bringing it
lot.
back. I'm bringing it back.
we gotta bring Dynamite back. You know,
I'm
what
bringing
saying?
Dynamite back. I don't care if anyone's using it.
Dynamite.
Right. That's what I'm thinking when I hear it. I'm gonna try and say Dynamite in a sentence.
All right. What time? How much time we got? We just kind of flowing.
What did you do? Like, where we at? Is it an hour yet?
1:52, almost an hour. I think we started about 1.
Hey,
I'm just.
did you see?
Rampage?
Dude, I want to see it.
Oh.
I know. I thought
I saw Rampage yesterday with my son. Dog.
I like The Rock. I like The Rock, but I don't know.
I feel the same way about The Rock. Like, I like The Rock, but I'm not like a Rock fan. I'm more of the Gorilla fan. Like, the Gorilla is why I went. Like,
but,
I'm big on the
Rock. Everybody likes The Rock. Right?
Yeah, I get that. Cool. Like, but I'm just saying, anybody could have played his role, and I would have went to go see this movie because I'm all about the special effects. I'm all about, you know. I like to see animals that look
so
real.
you're telling me that you said anybody could have played this role?
No. All right.
Let's take out The Rock and let's put in, I don't know, Cedric the Entertainer. Rampage, starring Cedric the Entertainer. Same impact?
All right, let me recant that statement. Then. All right, so
same impact.
I didn't. That was disrespectful for me to say anybody could have played that role. I'm just saying, what was more important to me was the animals. Like,
okay.
Like the role that he played was cool. He's a strong guy, you know. Yeah, it was cool. But any kind of strong guy could have played that role. Like, and I'm not trying to downplay him, but people in his caliber. Like, you know what? Just forget I even talked about. The point is, I'm all about the animals, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were the main characters to me. You know what I mean?
Yo, I'm telling you, I don't know. Like, you know, I'm a wrestling fan. I used to watch wrestling.
I'm not.
I grew up on The Rock. He's the shit to me. The Rock, the wrestler.
Okay. See, I didn't grow up on The Rock.
Total douchebag. Like, you know what I mean? Like, over the top douchebag. He did the best. Like,
okay.
But I think whenever he's in movies, he's always like the same person. He's yo, for real. I hate him in Fast and the Furious.
See, I didn't watch that.
You didn't watch it?
No, I watched everything. Like the first. No, I don't watch everything. I don't. My stuff is like my wife would tell you. We watch the movie. First thing she's gonna be like, oh, let me guess, it's got aliens in it. Like, that's the stuff. That's what I'm into, man.
Have you seen that movie, A Quiet Place?
Have I seen A Quiet Place?
It just
It's
came
on
out.
Netflix?
No, it just came out. It's at the movie theater.
Oh no, is it scary?
Yep.
Nah, I don't really do scary.
But it's aliens.
Well, then I will give it a try. If it's aliens, I will give it a look.
I think it's aliens.
See, no, I need to know for a fact.
The only reason why we don't know it's aliens because you don't get the background as to how they invaded the Earth. But this family is pretty much like one of the last people on Earth, and these predators they have like hypersonic hearing.
Oh, and so everybody can't talk.
Everybody can't talk.
I want to see that.
Yo.
I want to see that. I saw the previews of that, and I was like, and see again, my wife will be sitting in the movie theaters, and a preview like that will come on, right? And we'll and we'll both do this.
Yep.
And my face is this.
We're going to see it, and she's
And her
like,
face
nope.
is like,
yes.
let me guess.
Yes.
We want to see that. I'm like, hell yeah.
No, me and my girl saw it. It was live,
It was
bro.
extraterrestrial, out
I
of
was
this world.
jumping and shit.
I'm on
It was I was jumping. It's that dude from the Office. You ever watch The Office?
Yeah.
Jim Halpern.
Yeah, he's good. I like
The
him.
white dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I like him. He's awesome.
Anybody could have played his role, but he directed it, so nobody could have played your role. Yeah.
Hey, speaking of movies though, so I made a comment. I made a post the other day. It might have been yesterday. I was like, we went from Black Panther,
Yep.
to Superfly.
What do you mean Superfly? What's
There's a
happening?
movie coming out about Superfly.
Whoa, we're doing Superfly again?
Oh, see, you too hype.
What?
Again, exactly.
Who's playing Superfly?
Let's look it up.
Look it up. Oh my God. Are you serious?
Superfly.
Are you serious?
I saw the
Right now I'm on board.
I'm with my son.
I'm on board
I'm
right
on
now.
board to do it as like a documentary or some shit. But come on, man.
Oh man. Who's directing
Oh, wow.
it? I need to know.
I put Supply Fly.
I want to
My wife's here. She'd be like, you cannot spell for shit.
Superfly. All right, look. Superfly sounds dope. Only if it's with the right situation. Like, who's directing it? Is it like Spike Lee? Is it the nigga from Get Out? Is it, I don't know, the other dude that did Black Panther? Like, who's doing who's doing it? Is it authentic? Is it Tyler Perry?
All right. Oh wow. Okay. I didn't even realize. I just watched this kid in a movie last night. It's some frat movie on something that me and my wife is watching. It is same kid. I didn't even know
It's
that.
like Dave East.
Yeah. Who is it?
That don't look like no pimp though. That's not. I don't like that picture.
Well, he's got a cane. But all right.
hair.
But the point is, really.
What?
Like as soon as we get a good, powerful black movie that just makes the whole world stand up.
I need to know who's in this. Like, how do we? Who's in the cast? Who's the director?
I
need to
don't
know.
care who's in the cast.
No, I need to know.
I don't want.
I need to know. Where are we going with this? Did we get nothing but a bunch of herb ass
Okay,
actors?
so we got that kid's name is Trevor Jackson.
Okay.
Your
he
boy
Superfly?
Jason Mitchell. Yeah, he's Superfly.
Okay.
Jason Mitchell from NWA Eazy.
Okay.
We got
okay.
Alan.
I think he's from Louisiana.
Donaldo or something. Donaldo. I don't know.
He looks like Bruno Mars.
And then what you got? Oh, looks like you got your boy Michael K. Williams.
Woo, Omar coming. Yeah.
Omar.
Okay.
So I mean.
What's that white? Is that a white chick? Who's that?
Yeah, that's Jennifer Morrison.
I don't know who that is.
I don't see anybody else famous.
What you mean?
Okay, I mean, I probably just
guess
don't know him. Omar Chaparro, Jacob Mean Trent, Lex Scott Davis, Andrea Lundo. I don't know.
Director X is directing this movie that's coming out. Director X, he does a lot of music videos.
I mean, like,
So this might be good.
I'm like, come on, let's go for it. Only thing I appreciate and care about as far as this movie is concerned is that black people are working.
Yeah.
They got jobs, like they're employed. You know what I'm saying? Like we're getting a check. But I'm just like, damn, like I'm ready to see some more uplifting shit. Like I'm ready to see another make of Malcolm X or Martin Luther King towards the end of his death. Like him speaking on, changing the money up, and that's kind of like when he got shot. You know what I'm saying?
For me, I think
I want to see shit like that.
For me, I think that we just gotta sprinkle them throughout everything. Like I don't.
No, we've been sprinkled throughout history. No, nigga, stop
man.
sprinkling. Like,
Well,
the main ingredient.
Well, I mean, if you're the main ingredient, then they'll just cast us aside and be like, all right, they just do black movies. You know what I mean?
But that's okay though. It's a lot of dope ass black stories that need to be told.
What it is. minorities can't play these minority roles and fall into them every time. You can't be a slave. You can't be the help.
That's
you can't be a maid. You can't be a pimp. You can't be a convict, struggling rapper, a prominent rapper. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, we need movies where, you know, it's a crisis in the world. It's a war going on. The president's black. You know what I mean? Or, you know, we need real life stories. And then we just need everybody to be of all colors. I don't want to see, you know, I mean, I do like seeing shit like Black Panther, but I just feel like at some point when we keep giving them this black excellence, they're just going to cast it aside and be like, all right, the black excellence section is over there, and the new releases on Netflix are over there, you know? That's what they're going to fucking do. Black History Month, you're going to open Netflix, and it's going to be the first thing on category, and you're going to have your own little scroll bar, and it's going to say the Black History Month section, and you're going to see Johnson Family Vacation, Black Panther, Roots.
Yeah, I don't know that. I just
like it's segregation. It's segregation in a sense. If you think about it, it needs to be everywhere. Everywhere. I need some black shit everywhere I go.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like, I don't need a black section. Black shit everywhere I go. And white shit. And Mexican shit. And Indian shit. I want all the shit at once. All of it sprinkled across.
Is he?
That's all it is. That's how I see it.
Ruben?
I mean, Superfly might be a good movie because it's directed by a music video director. Belly was live as shit. It's one of my favorite movies. That movie's dumb ignorant. Belly is dumb.
Belly's
ignorant.
classic. And that's why there's a place for it. But, you know, I just feel like we off that. Like, and I think I made a post. Like I said, I made a post about it.
I saw that, and I was like, what is he talking about?
Yeah, and I was like, dude, it's like Superfly for me always. And
I'm kind of high.
Like, I'm like, it's cool, but I feel like we off that, man. Like, we trying to get on some other, you know, prolific, more uplifting, more, you know.
I was just hoping, what I really was hoping, that it wasn't Terrence Howard playing Superfly. Thank God it's not Terrence Howard playing Superfly.
Come on, man.
Give my money, man. Yo, I can't do Terrence Howard's voice, but I can't see him playing another powerful, perm wearing, light skinned, green eyed ass. I can't. I'm done with him. That's all. Wow. So yeah, Superfly might be good, man.
Yeah, I mean it may be because that, you know, like I said, I just saw this kid. What I say his name was.
What did you see him in?
Some movie I just literally watched last night.
Was it on Netflix?
It was on Netflix, and it was about a fraternity, and you know, a black fraternity. These guys trying to go through the pledging and you know, their whole week of Hell Week and all this other stuff, and like one kid ends up dying, and you know, through the hazing situation.
That shit really be happening.
Yeah, that shit really be happening. It was funny because it was a part in the movie where like a kid got hurt, and then the dude said like a protocol, like he was like, yo, put your hoodie on, drop him off at the hospital, make sure your plates are hid. And he was like, wait, this has happened before? You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, just go. And I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
But it was a really good movie though. Like I started off like, this kind of whack. Like, I don't know, I'm gonna turn it. But I got more and more.
Netflix is like that.
Netflix to me is on a whole nother level now. Like, I go in there.
Don't big them up. They're gonna charge you like $50 a month.
I don't care. It's better than paying $300 for cable.
Damn, so you pay $50 just for Netflix alone, even though they don't give you
it's
all
better
of the
than $300 a month for cable. Don't worry, Netflix is gonna get up there eventually.
Yeah,
they're gonna get up there. At some point, at some point, we're gonna be paying for Facebook. At some point, they're gonna be charging us to do live streaming.
At some point, they're gonna be paying us to do live streaming.
Think about it. Everything that has ever been given was given free first.
We never talked about this guy, Mark Zuckerberg, and his. Did you see when he went to the Senate?
I saw that, and I saw because the same day everybody got that message, like,
hey,
hey,
got some
Facebook.
Things.
Yeah, I was like,
Cambridge Analytica going to have your information.
I don't know.
We're working on it.
I mean,
no, man, but it was funny watching him answer those questions, and they're asking, I mean, complex questions for their, for their level, but he was giving them one-word answers. Like you're like, how do you sell a product to the masses and not charge them? And he's like,
oh shit, shots please.
Wow, hey, what?
Wow, man,
that was classic. But he's like, we run ads, sir, and he like has this blank face, this blank look on his face, and the next guy's like, if I want Jack Kennedy's info, could you get it for me? What the fuck is that kind of question is that, man?
Nah, Facebook is taking over, man. Like
but
somebody was telling me.
For real, you gotta be a blind, narrow-minded, naive motherfucker to be like, Mr. Zuckerberg, can you give me Jack Kennedy's info? Come on, man. Like,
well, that's basically what they're assuming they can do.
oh my God.
You gotta think about it. Facebook, like, to me, I'm thinking big. Like, the government has got to take over Facebook at some point.
No way. Don't say that.
No, but think about it. That's because Facebook has everybody on there. There's like, we're connected to everything. Like, they know all of our habits. They know everything about us. That's why they can create ads and things that, that we gravitate right to, because they know what time you come on Facebook, how much time you spend on it, who do you talk to. Like, they even ask these questions. If you notice, they always have these little things to what would you look like if you were this age, or like if you were this or that. And then they have these little games you can play, but really it's figuring out who you are.
And that's what the whole
creating a blueprint.
That was what the whole thing was about. He was
like, I don't never play those games.
It was third-party info taken through the apps that we use whenever we want to see what we look like as a girl. You bum ass guy.
Yeah, dude. When I be seeing like,
I got your info off that.
What you look like as a girl.
Yeah,
Stop it.
We know. Well, they know what you look like at your house now, naked. They got your info.
Right. So, and they got us already, man. Like, to me, if you've ever logged in or if you ever had a smartphone, but they got you. They got all your stuff.
I ain't gonna.
I mean, think about it. Why do every computer have a camera on the front? Every phone has a camera on the front. I'm gonna tell you, the most thing they're gonna see me do. Never mind.
Yeah, that sounds like you see my phone and you know what I'm doing. Like,
I'm putting a piece of tape, and they actually, I saw somewhere where people said you should always put like a piece of tape over your front camera of your laptop. I was like, man, they already got me.
Well, I mean, for you, I hope they don't have your Mac info. Cheers. Shout out to Crown Royal, man. Send us a check. Drinking your fucking vodka or your whiskey.
It's good and warm.
I haven't eaten yet.
I did. So what else is up, man? What else is on the agenda?
Are you watching NBA playoffs?
I don't fuck with basketball.
Why not?
I only mess with the cats whose hair I cut. Shout out to George Hill.
Ooh, yeah. Shout out to George Hill. Shout out to CJ Miles, DeJuan Blair. I only keep it with their shit. Okay.
And then whenever I play 2K with my son, every time he whoops my butt, I basically
you can't be getting cleaned up by Scooty.
I am. I just started playing, man. He's a pro at it.
I don't play video games no more either, man. I'm sure any kid will. I don't want any smoke. Like,
yeah, my son. It's just something I do to bond with him, man. Like, he's all the way into it, so I try to jump on there with him. Oh yeah, he's on 2K bad.
NBA playoffs. I think this year is the best playoffs I've seen in about, I don't know. It's been a while.
Well, I've been wanting to try to watch it too, because I heard LeBron is like in a rare form.
Everybody in the Western Conference is pretty much dead even, with the exception of a couple teams. Everybody had the same, like, I think like the third or fourth seed all the way down to the 8th seed had the same record. It was, a rat race trying to get to the end of it. The New Orleans Pelicans, they swept the Portland Trailblazers.
You said New Orleans, so
shout out to New Orleans, man.
Who that?
Pelicans,
baby.
The Blazers.
I'm all about everything from the boot. I'll support.
Yeah, Damian Lillard was non-existent. The Warriors are rolling without Steph Curry.
Yep, they lost
to the Spurs last night,
90-103.
Shout out to the Spurs.
Shout out to the Spurs, baby.
Yeah, man. And even in situation for all their drama, they got.
Yeah, what's this whole? Because I don't be paying attention, but I always see posts about Kawhi Leonard, man. Like, and I always see posts with him doing like this, or with these facial expressions.
They take advantage of. They take advantage of his facial expressions, because this man always got a frown or some cheesy.
But that's always been the case, right?
It's always his face. So they just take these pictures and post them, and and. I think that, I don't know if he wants to play for the Spurs anymore. I think at one point I thought
why wouldn't he want to play for the Spurs? I thought Pop was the greatest coach on the planet.
My view, this is me, nobody on the Spurs is getting paid like everybody else is in the NBA.
So it's the money.
It's gotta be.
Isn't that part of the Spurs culture though?
You hear rumors about like his uncle taking over and all that. I don't know none of that shit. I don't know, nor do I care. All I'm seeing is on a view. From my view, it looks like people like, all right, bust it out. I was telling my friend about this the other day. JJ Redick gets like $20 million a year. Plays for the 76ers for 1 year.
Wow. Well, doesn't
Kawhi Leonard's getting? I don't know. If Kawhi Leonard's getting 20. He's not getting 25 a year.
I don't know
That's
much.
That's Kobe Bryant money right there. That's Kobe money. 25 in a year.
I know, but listen, I don't know much about how the pay shit works out. But I've had conversation with George, and he's like, sometimes people come in during a certain time where the cash, where the the payout is big, or there's a lot of money and they got to get rid of it. So certain cats just so happen to win. And then some people, and then if you come in a place where the money's not like that, you may not win.
Well, I feel like
I think Spurs though is just like you don't win in that area,
right? I feel like they give you modest contracts and you play team ball and you win.
So if you was Kawhi, what would you do? Would you stay or leave? I think I need to have my boy Calvin, my boy Cal Jack, Chris Ram, Chris Huff, because they know a lot about this shit. I need to have y'all on. So
and they're all heavy,
What up, Marcus?
Too. Shout out to all of them. Those are my people too.
Shout out to everybody on here.
Yo, shout out to the 2 people that are on. Shout out to the 50 people that showed up. Don't fucking hit the button. You're gonna fuck it up. Yeah, but I think if it was me, cut the check, man. I need the money. I already got a ring.
So is he injured? Like, is he playing?
It's been a year. I mean, for my age, if I tore a quad or sprained an ankle or whatever the hell it is, I think it'd take me, a few months to get back, walking or running and being, mobile, I guess. But it's been a year. That injury happened a whole year ago. So what are we doing now? You get the same trainers that everybody else is getting. You're getting the same treatment everyone else is getting, if not the best.
So Kawhi Leonard's not playing because he doesn't want to play?
He might be. I feel like he's not playing because he don't want to play. I feel like at this point he don't have to play.
Why?
I feel like he stalled him out long enough to where you get to this point to the playoffs and they got there without you. There's no point in you playing now.
Well, it wouldn't even be beneficial to the Spurs if he did play now?
No, it wouldn't.
Why not?
Maybe he doesn't gel with them. You only played 9 games this year. And Ginobili and Parker, both these guys, these guys are good guys. Both these guys, they talked about him on the press.
Oh yeah, I did hear.
Tony Parker's like,
I
sprained my ankle and I healed faster than that, You want to play with people like that?
That's how he said it. How he said it?
I sprained my ankle and I healed faster than that. Is that Mexican? That sounds Mexican, doesn't it?
I don't know what accent that was.
Fuck. I'll practice. I'm sorry. But he threw my man under the bus, and I felt like that's kind of cold. Like if y'all are really a team, like y'all say y'all are stand up, like y'all act like y'all are, then y'all need to be supporting the man, even if he's mum on situations. I respect that he's quiet. Get it? Quiet. I respect that he's quiet on, his situation and he doesn't view it on everybody says.
Marcus says people are saying he doesn't want to play for them anymore. It's clear to come back, but Spurs.
Don't delete it. Don't report it. Spam.
I'm trying to see what he says, but Spurs want to make sure he is healthy to trade.
Yeah.
They don't want to risk him getting hurt and lose trade value. Oh, okay.
That's smart.
Hey, thanks for that insight.
That's
Marcos.
very smart. We appreciate that. And that could very well be the case. That's highly the case. Because I mean, if he didn't want to play, I would do the same thing. I'd sit him to the side, figure out who wants him, get the best,
Because like you said, they got there without him.
They got there without him. They don't need him.
So
they don't need him, and they do really good with picking players.
So where is he gonna go? Where would a guy like Kawhi Leonard go?
They say he's going to California.
Oh well, I would want to go home.
Send him to the Clippers.
Yeah, send him to Clippers.
Ungrateful.
What about the Lakers?
Yeah, I would say he could be a Laker.
Yeah,
they think LeBron's going to LA. They think Paul George is going to LA.
So I was having this conversation with my
Magic out
homeboy
there
the other day.
making moves. Lonzo Ball ain't the best shooter, but he can pass. He passes his ass off. And you send him 3 people to pass the ball to.
So LeBron, LeVar, and
right, LeBron, Lonzo, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard.
Wow.
Kyle Kuzma.
Wow.
I think Kyle Kuzma might be on the block because he's such a high value to LA. Like if they're gonna make a trade with LA, they gotta give up some cake. They gotta give up Kyle Kuzma. They already broke up the whole affair with him and Larry Nance Jr. So.
Whatever, Mike, man, you chime in on this conversation because I don't know shit about basketball.
I don't get why you don't.
Because I don't care. Like, it adds nothing to my life. Like, only reason I even pay attention a little bit to basketball are I'm either cutting ahead. So like when I first started cutting George Hill, before he came in, I went on YouTube and looked him up. Like, I didn't know nothing about. I just knew he used to play. I don't know. I don't care. It's not my life. Like, I put no interest into it whatsoever. The only reason I start
basketball. I thought
never.
You did.
You know, think about it. When was the last time when have we ever had a conversation involving sports?
I feel like we're breaking up right now or something.
When have we? Think about it. This is our first sports conversation ever in life.
No, it's not.
Think about it.
It's not, dude.
No,
it's
dude.
not.
We talk about Game of Thrones. Like, I don't care. Only reason. Let me go back to what I was saying. Only reason I'm trying to keep an eye to it or an ear to it because now my son is heavily into it. Like, he knows players. He knows all. He be telling me stuff. Like, it's crazy. The other day, before George went to the Cavs, right? He's like, George might be going to the Cavs. I was like, yeah, right. Boy, shut up. You know what you talking about, right? So we're at the dinner table, right? So I'm like, I can text him right now.
Right.
So I text him. And before dinner was up, he texted me like, he's like, I don't know at that time. He's like, I don't know, I don't know yet. Yeah. And I'm looking at my son like, my son like, so what did he say? He was like, he don't know. He's like, and then he makes the trade.
Shout out to Scooty, man. Got the vision. Scooty with the vision.
Shout out to my son Scooty. He knew
with the vision.
He's knowing. So then it's funny because I just started recently playing 2K with him, and George Hill's on
the Cavaliers.
So I was like, dang, they already made a new game. He was like, no, Dad, it goes with what's going on in real life. I was like, wow. I was like, because I was playing against. So his team is a Cavs, of course. I get Golden State, and then like he's like, all your players are injured.
Right? Yeah.
I was like, you can't make them.
No, Scooty plays legit. Shout out to Scooty playing legit 2K
like,
too.
Yeah, Scooty.
Oh man, that's real.
so anyway, but yeah, man, that I don't pay attention to sports whatsoever. I want to. I be feeling like the man in me should like gravitate towards some kind of sport. But I just don't. Like, when Michael Jordan left the league, I left the league.
You know that's how I felt at one point too. And Mike stopped. I kind of stopped caring.
I'm just the type of guy. I'd rather watch National Geographic.
You want to see a deer?
I want to see a lion, just hold his pride down.
Have you watched Planet Earth on Netflix?
Yes, that's the kind of stuff I want. I put two in the air, and I go there. I like to watch that shit. Like, I'm different, man. I don't have and I can hoop. Like, I lightweight. At one time in life, I could, I was into hooping. My homeboys are still heavily into it to this day. They on group chat right now talking about where we hooping at tonight. Yeah. And they invite me all the time. And I just like, nah, man, I'm straight because I don't want to get hurt.
All right. So if anybody's listening that's a hooper, I'm gonna give you the bomb spot to hoop at. It's on Medical Drive. It's in this apartment complex, so you just gotta wait until the gate opens. Straight up, I fucking swear to God. You go to Medical Drive, apartment complex called Signature Ridge. You pull in, wait till the gate goes in. It's all in the back. It looks like some NBA street court. It's got like this crazy tile court thing. It's outdoors. Got a glass backboard. It's real.
It's real.
And it's in the medical center. Everybody's Indian. No one hoops. There's no athletic motherfuckers in this place at all.
There are a lot of people there.
No athletic people there. There's a lot of people there. None of them are athletic. So no one's hooping. The hoop's not bent. There's it's a net. It's an actual net.
Is still white.
The net is intact. And, I think when I lived there, it was a chain net. It's real. Easy daytime work. And it's half court. It's nice. Everybody always trying to get into indoor courts, trying to play at the gyms with no membership. Just be a thug and
jump the fence
at the apartment complex and find the best hoop because they're out there, especially in the medical center.
Yeah, I be wanting to hoop, man. When I was young and I hooped, I always used to sprain my ankle, or sprain a thumb or a finger. So in those two things are the things I need the most in my profession. So I mess around and hit my dog one time, you know, because he was doing something he wasn't supposed to. I
Tell me when you
him.
hit your dog, man. You admonished your
This
dog.
is like 10 years ago. So
okay,
sue
that was
me.
dead or
I
something.
learned from that lesson that when because he's a pit bull, right?
Yeah.
Hit him with my hand. You know, they're just a ball of muscle. Like, it didn't do nothing to him. He's just looking at me like, okay. But it messed my finger up. Like, I jammed my finger trying to hit him on some quick get out the way stuff. And so I could just remember cutting hair, like, in my finger, just like, I was like, never again.
Yeah.
But that's what I get. You know,
I
don't hit
hoop,
your animals.
I don't hoop for that same reason. Like, if I tear something, a muscle,
I'm scared.
a leg,
I'm too scared.
I can't walk. I can't.
If you're scared, you're gonna get hurt.
You're
gonna get hurt. So, and I'm scared. No. So I just mess around with my son from time to time, and that's about it. But yeah, I'm scared, and I got too much riding on it. I wish my clients I would come up in here one day, call my clients and be like, yeah, I can't cut you today, and they like, why? And I just like, and I sprained my ankle trying to cross somebody over, or somebody crossed me over.
Detail Johnson, you know what? I've known you forever. I've known you before the detail.
Facts. And
I don't get a cut regularly with you, like, you know, every other week, every 3 weeks, something like that. If you break a hand, I'll fucking sue you. I will fucking sue you. Everybody should do the fucking same. If this man tears something, fucking sue this guy. We need him, right?
I went on vacation for like
I was
10
pissed
days.
off.
And all my clients were feeling some kind of way, like
they're mad.
You know, and so I come back, and like I'm here at this, like I come back a couple days early, and I like show up to the shop, just, you know, I'm still off. I don't come back till Wednesday. I think I might have been here on a Monday or Tuesday, and it was like one of my other clients ran ahead, and look, she was just giving me dirty looks. I was like, what's up? You good? She's like, yeah, you see me over here looking crazy, like, when you coming back? I'm just like, wow, yeah, but it's real. Like, they be like, man,
I will fucking sue you.
Don't sue me, man. Don't sue me.
I mean, it probably wouldn't go far. You my man. You my guy. You know, it's not gonna. We'll settle. You know, 3 free cuts or something. We'll settle. Don't worry. But I'm gonna fucking sue you. And I feel like how
up, Chris?
I understand how everybody else feels, because, you know, everybody like me. I don't give a fuck about nobody. I'll put a beanie on, a hat. I don't need a haircut every fucking week. But these people out here, you know, trying to look fresh at all times.
At all times. So my clientele, they kind of, a lot of my people, they gotta look fresh on a regular basis, man. Shout out to all the dopest clientele I have out there, San Antonio. Y'all are awesome, and surrounding cities, because I got people that be coming from out of town. I had one guy come from Canada.
He came from Canada for a cut?
For the Final Four, what was it? Yeah, I get a phone call, random phone call. It's got like the plus 4-3, like long distance.
I would have denied the fuck out of that.
No, I can't, because I got family overseas. So I'm like, this could be my brother.
Okay. Shout out to Francis and Brian.
Yeah, shout out to Francis and Brian. So I answered, and this, you know, this chick gets on there, she like starts asking me about the haircut, and then she's
like, you detail, eh?
She's like,
you
yeah.
cut hair, eh?
Yeah, eh?
What's this all about?
Yeah, boot.
Let me tell you what's all about. You need a haircut, eh?
So anyway, long story short,
shout out to my homegirl Taz. She's from Canada. Shout out to Taz.
Yeah, she told me it was a surprise for her husband. They're coming down for the Final Four, and she, you know, obviously he was a brother, and she's like, you know, he doesn't really get good haircuts out here. Yes, she was.
Shout out to the white girls taking care of their black husbands.
Shout out to all the white ladies taking care of their black husbands.
You fucking understand so much.
It's hard enough. So anyway, so she's like, yeah, I just want to hook them up with some stuff. We're coming down for the Final Four, and your list, you know, what should I book? And actually, there wasn't any bookings left. I was booked solid. So
as always,
yeah, that's what it was. She couldn't book. Life. So I was like, you coming from where? Canada? Oh man, that's how you want to come in. Right. Let me put you in here, man.
Right.
Because this is just awesome to me, right? So sure enough, man, on that whatever day, I believe it was a Friday. Yeah, the guy comes in, and brother, and I hooked this shit up, man. I hooked it up.
So was he like Canadian?
Yeah, you could tell that he was
or was he from America? Just lived in Canada?
I don't know. We didn't get that far.
You didn't ask?
I don't remember. Shit. I just know because, you know, a barber.
Do I gotta be here to ask questions for everybody? Like,
I just know I put it in his life.
So where in Canada? Like, was he like West Coast Canada, East Coast Canada? Like, British Columbia, where all the dank is?
I don't fucking know, man. Toronto. Let's just say Toronto.
All right, he's from
He came from another country. That's all I know.
Okay.
Like I be hyped
He
about
came
people.
across country, literally.
Yeah,
for the
and
man.
he could have picked anyone in the United States, or rather in San Antonio,
Pick
Texas.
anybody in San Antonio, Texas.
And they chose. They settled
1,000
down
of
with
you barbers.
Detail.
It's like 1,000 of y'all.
So that's dope. That was just one of those little things that I, inside gives me good butterfly. I feel good about. Like, wow, that's dope. Because I've had clients that came all the way from California that that have like trucking routes, so they pass through San Antonio. So a guy, I used to have one guy, he would come every 4 months, and I'd be tripping. I'd be like, man, why are you only coming? I like my people to come on a regular, man. Like,
Right.
What's up with that?
Right.
And he was like, I don't live here. I was like, wait, what? He was like, yeah, I live in Cali. And he was like, come outside. We go outside. This was when I was at Elite. And he's like, big ass 18-wheeler parked in the parking lot. I'm like, wow. Like, you couldn't tear me down the first cut. Like, hey,
Right.
He's like, nah, I was like, that's dope, bro. So I don't know if he lost his job or whatever, but I don't cut him no more.
I mean,
But
it's
it
not
was
like you're not
cool.
hard to find
For like
anyway.
a couple years, he was coming to me every like 4 or 5 months.
That's insane. So, okay, so for the people that are dying to stay fresh perpetually, how short or how soon is too soon to get a cut after the previous cut?
It all depends, man. Ideally, I feel like
Do you
people
have
should
anybody
work.
that comes in that you have people that might come in a little too much? Of course not, right?
Yeah, never. It's that then you can never come in too much. But I actually have people that think you can, and it just depends, man. It's just a lot, but it depends on your lifestyle and your needs. But I got a lot of clients that I cut weekly, and then and then some people, like I cut one guy. Shout out to my boy Carl F. I'll just say, and he's probably the hardest head I have to cut. Like his head is.
Shout out for the challenge. Shout out to Carl F for challenging my man.
I mean, his haircut when it comes out perfect, like I always give him a 9 at the but when it comes out a 10, man, that was a feat for me. And he always has this complex too sometimes because like for instance, his last haircut was good.
Right.
But the cut before that
Was better.
was great. And so listen, but he hadn't had a cut for weeks, so it was all fresh and grown out.
Right.
So
The cleanup
and
is
this is
better.
what I'm telling him. I'm like, yo, when you hadn't had a haircut for like a few weeks, that haircut that you get is always gonna be the dope, especially for what you're asking for. So, but then when that haircut comes out so dope, he books one for the following week. You just got cut last week.
Right.
Now you want me to make the same thing happen last week, this week. And based on his dog, and like I said, he's in haircuts, black people's hair is easy for me. Like I just say it, like I can do that shit with my eyes closed, but his shit
Why
I
is
gotta
easy?
have on a telescope.
Lizzie, is black people hair easier than others?
With straight hair, yeah.
It's just because it's coarse.
Yeah. Like with straight hair, you see your mistakes more. Like you make lines easier.
Oh, okay.
It's all the same to me, but the longer it gets, that's where I have more trouble with with straight hair.
I tend to think you do really good too. Like whenever I don't get a cut in a while, and
Yeah,
my hair, I
but that's
think
always the
it's
best.
good.
That's always the best look when you haven't
To the
had
point
one.
where I hate when people go, "Oh, you got a haircut?"
Yeah, but listen, so I'm telling
Mind your
him
fucking business.
So I just cut his hair again, right? Nice haircut, dope, and he's just like, bro, I just feel like you don't look like last week. I was like, it don't, bro, because you want me to recreate. I'm fading again, but this hair has to stay the same, but it can't because any hair growth whatever on top is going to tell you how you going to fade the sides. It's just like, for example, if I fade you up right now, gave you a bald fade, right? And left the top, but at the end of the cut, you'd be like, oh, I want all half of this off. So then I cut all that off.
That's not gonna
now
look right.
I got to re-fade based on what's on top.
Right.
So, and I try to explain this to him. It's like, man, I'm just like, it's not going to happen. You need to wait. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't want you to wait.
Right.
'Cause
Financially.
I got bills to pay.
Financially, you
But
gotta keep it coming.
That's what it be. And then again, everyone's different. But for him specifically, his shit is, I really don't even like, I don't enjoy cutting his hair.
Why not?
Cause man, he's got like 100 cowlicks.
I got like 4.
Nah, but but I've been cutting your hair since you were like 16, and they're all right here. And your edge up is going back in time, so half the cowlicks are gone now.
It's gone already,
You know
right?
what I'm saying? So like, when you were young, it was like a whole bunch of them joints.
Right.
But and he just has funny hair. Like if I ever did a barber battle, and this is one of those barber battles that if I ever did one and I created, the forte of it, it would be like, all right, we both show up to battle each other, right? Mm-hmm. But at the last second, we gotta switch we gotta switch people's. You know what I'm saying? You cut my person, I cut your person. So basically,
genius.
you bring me your toughest client, and I'm gonna bring you my toughest client, and see what you do. You know what I'm saying? Because like even with him, sometimes I want to say, go get your haircut from somebody else.
Stop.
And see if they can cut this shit. Because if they do, I want to see that shit.
This is genius.
Nah, man, I've been thinking about this for a long time, bro. Like, switch. Don't cut somebody you've been cutting forever and
Someone's gonna steal this idea, man. Don't steal this fucking idea. We're gonna sue you too. I'll fucking sue you.
What up, Cruz? What up,
Right, we gotta do that. We gotta do that.
I got a million of those type of
We gotta
ideas,
do that.
bro.
That's genius.
But yeah,
it's
man.
Genius.
So yeah, we got to talk about some barbershop because that's what it is. So let me think. Let me ask. Let me
That's
think of
genius.
something.
We're gonna do.
Well, we got to stop talking about it for somebody runs with it. Just keep it on the low. Yes.
Barber.
Switch.
Barber Palooza.
Yeah. Oh man, I have a million ideas when it comes to these barber battles, man. Because they all trash to me for the most part.
But I mean, it's not even what they're all trash.
They be trash. It's like the same
like a
shit.
challenge.
Nothing new.
That's just like a challenge. That's beautiful.
Same expectations. But anyway, that's why I don't attend them. That's why I don't know. Some of them are dope and some of them are just whatever. And that shit don't bring you no money.
See,
I got them trophies up there, and nobody ever talks. No one ever. Hey man, for real?
You got it up there like for real?
No, I just did that. Like I've had them for 10 years. I just started displaying them.
I don't have any awards, man. I don't have any awards. No one's giving me the
My
best
reward is on the
bartender
daily,
ever.
man. Then when this chair stays full, that's my reward.
Yeah. I guess my reward's Nia Long.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. Where we at, man? We got anything else?
I don't know. Barber wise, let me get some barber. Let's do some. It's Monday motivation. Let's do some barber motivation. Okay, let me see. If you're a barber out there, what are some motivations? Stick to the script. You want to know how to get somewhere in your career? Stick to the script. If you come in at 2:00 every day, always come in at 2:00 every day. If you come in at 9, always come in at 9. Stick to the script. Create a formula that your people will know every time what to expect from you. If they don't know what to expect, then you won't get that money like that. Consistency is definitely key, and that's something that I try to always be consistent in your haircuts, consistent in your service, consistent in your attitude, just consistent in your vibe, man. And definitely consistent in your cut, because a lot of barbers will cut your hair really, really good the first 1 or 2 times, and then they just start slacking. So as a client, don't be afraid to ask your barber to stay on his game or to challenge him to keep up the same good work. And
Step your game up, Detail.
yeah, I always will. Hey, that's the name of the game. But yeah, so yeah, consistency is key. Actually care about what you're doing, care about the client, and feel free to educate the client on their own hair. Yeah, anyway, so that's about all I got for today. I got a lot more, but just give them a little something. Consistency is definitely key, though, to anything in life.
Can't give them the whole jewelry store. Just give them a jewel at a time.
Yeah, we'll just give them a little boop.
Yeah.
And shout out to, anybody that came through trying to learn something, dipped out. I still ain't seen that fool post a haircut as of late.
Well, I mean, in due time. In due time. It's Monday motivation, and we want you to post something.
Don't quit your day job.
In due time.
Anyway, what else we got?
I don't have anything else.
I do.
I'm great.
Yeah, make sure y'all follow us, man. Click the subscribe button.
Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on iTunes.
Get us some good insight. If this shit sucks, say it sucks. If it's cool, say it's cool. If it's something you think we can do better or add or talk about in our discussions, do so. Monday, today we just kind of freestyled it. You know what I mean?
Email him that shit. Don't come at me with that shit. I don't care how you feel. I never care.
Email. It's gonna be email heaven.
Right.
210-765-0450.
Don't contact me. I do not care how you feel.
Nah, you can email me at Derrick at southcrownbarbers.com or detaildidit@gmail.com.
Yeah, if you want to email me and bother me, it's theanthonyserrette at yahoo.com. Yeah, follow us on Twitter and Instagram too.
What up, Marcos?
Shout out to everybody that watched us on live Facebook. That was dope. Appreciate it.
Word.
What else?
Shout out to Zay. He's not in today. Who else we need to shout out to? My family. Shout out to my children, wife, mom, dad, new family that I just acquired, if you will. Shout out to you, Ann, and your endeavors with your daughter and this new chapter in your life. That's
sure.
I'm really happy for that.
I am too. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Definitely happy for that because we didn't have some real moments in here, so it's good to see. I could feel the vibe from you too. It's good to see you in good spirits like that. So word.
Dope. Yeah, shout out to everybody. Shout out to my friends. Shout out to all the bartender people.
Yeah.
Shout out to the medical center, all the medical center bartenders. Thumbs down to River Center bartenders. We see you. We're better than you guys.
Shout out to everybody that inspired me too. Shout out to all the barbershops. Starting with who I want to start with. Turning Heads. Who else?
The shop in Montgomery. Shout out to Duke.
Shout out to Duke, the shop. Shout out to Elite Level.
Level Cuts.
Shout out to Legends. Shout out to who else? I'm gonna shout out. Who else? I might have to just shout out barbers.
Yo, shout out to Andre Webb.
Shout out to South Crown Barbers though.
Yeah, South Crown for sure.
Yeah,
shout out to my man
straight.
Andre Webb. I see him out there. He's getting his haircut grind on. He's taking a lot of pictures. You know, it's all about marketing and pushing out your brand and shoving your vibes down everybody's throat. That's all we're gonna do. I don't care how you feel. We're gonna.
Yeah, think about it. Ever since you've watched TV, it's always been commercials, and they didn't stop. They still going.
Right.
So shove it down their throat, no matter what.
It
Who
took
cares?
like 6 Hot Pocket commercials for me to jump in. So all we're gonna do is keep giving it to you, and that's what everybody else should do. Shout out to everybody that's doing it.
Yeah, shout out to everybody doing positive stuff out there. Shout out to everybody that's trying to get right. If you out there having trouble in life, you need some help, you need a blessing, the best thing to do is be a blessing to somebody else. If you need some money, got a couple dollars here, you know, give it away and watch how the universe will spin that back around for you. But you got to do it in good spirits. You know, don't do nothing for nobody or for someone if your heart is not in it. If your heart is not in it, you're wasting your time and you're wasting their time. So if you want it to come back in a blessing type manner, make sure you're in good spirits when you do it. You know, always look for somebody to help. And you know what I mean? It has to be, got to give out a bunch of money. You know, just help somebody. You know, the other day I was coming right here in front of South Crown. And there's a huge lady walking out in front in a little walker thing. And so I just stopped down. I just stopped traffic. I just pulled my car up and parked in the middle of the deal so she could finish crossing. And she didn't even see me. Yeah, I mean, she didn't even see me, but because she was a big lady.
Oh, guardian
like,
angel
huge
ass.
baby. Like, you know, so by the time I got situated to do that for her and got my car in a position where she can keep on crossing, and I got out to help her, she was damn near already to the end. So I just like kind of got back in my car.
Kept it moving.
And then I went to like wave, and she just so happened to turn, so she never even saw me. Or maybe she did, but I didn't see her see me. So
plan.
I'm just saying, like, you know, but it felt good because I was like, man, she didn't even see me. But, you know, it's one of those things that you do. It's for the universe. It's just being a good human. It's just, you know, spreading love, and you don't always have to cap about it. Like, it's those little things.
And you know, everybody needs help. No matter how.
Everybody needs
I hate
help.
asking for help, but everybody needs help. So
Yeah. So yeah, just be a blessing to somebody out there, you know, and you know, it'll come back to you. Sometimes it might come right back away, sometimes it may be later. But if you're always putting out good, you can always expect the universe to reciprocate, if you will.
For sure.
All right. Again, we at South Crown Barbershop. It's at 1010 South Flores, Suite 118.
Southtown, San Antonio, Texas.
Southtown. Yeah, that's right. Right here by on South Flores and Gunther. So yeah, man.
Go to court, get a cut, and then go around the corner and go to court. Lovely. Lovely. Combination's real.
Y'all take care. God bless, and we'll talk to you soon. Detail Did It Podcast. Peace.
Peace.